So, what is good, YouTube? Over the weekend, I believe it was, the internet erupted with Thomas Hardy. Tom Hardy had been confirmed to be the next James Bond. So I've waited a couple of days to see if actually any of the trades or if the studio comes out or anyone comes out and says, yes, Tom Hardy is going to be the next James Bond. So I've got the original source, the Vulcan reporter, Volin. He's an insider on Twitter, somewhat reliable, more reliable than the sketchy website. He's been right about a lot of things in the past, and he's also been wrong about stuff in the past. So I'd say take it with a pinch of salt, but it is kind of an interesting report. So what is good, YouTube? Warstew here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos at the 100,000 grab mic I will be giving away. Something so darn cool. Daniel Craig's successor has been found. Tom Hardy will be taking over the role of James Bond. Now there's a name to die for. Now, personally, I think this is a bad cast. It really is a bad cast for me. I think someone like Tom Hiddleston, you know, if you've seen Tom Hiddleston in the TV show he did on BBC, I can't remember what it's called, but Tom Hiddleston played an ace spy, so to speak. And also Henry Cavill, what Henry Cavill's done recently with Man of Uncle. He's also shown his range on Enola Holmes. He's also shown the range in the Mission Impossible movie. So for me, James Bond is someone who is posh, who is like straight cut, can handle himself but the straight cut. But I suppose Daniel Craig's version of James Bond is a little bit rough around the edges. So let's get into what this says. As already known, No Time to Die currently set for this November, probably going to get delayed again, with Daniel Craig's fifth and final outing as the fictional MI6 agent. Naturally, fans have been speculating for years about who they're going to be, and to be fair, this actor has been fan casted for such a long time. Today I've learned that successor none other than Mad Max and Venom actor Tom Hardy. I understand that this fan cast decision. I also know that every British news website, rumour blog under the sun, including The Sun, has been claiming Tom Hardy will be playing James Bond. They've also been claiming that it will be Tom Hiddleston, it will be Idris Elba, it will be Henry Cavill, and it will be Warstew. No, I'm just seeing if you're listening every week. So I'm going to assume they don't actually know what they're talking about. I will not brand this article as an exclusive. Now, this is where it gets a bit sketchy. Well, not really sketchy. If this Vulcan has essentially been told that this is true, then why isn't it an exclusive? I also hope you understand that I'm not the type of person to just take a popular fan cast and run with it as a scoop. I expect the people who follow my scoops know my credibility to help me with making this article stand out in comparison to other ones. So it's interesting. So if you go to this person's Twitter account, it says the following. Formerly known at the Cinema Spot and the Geeks, well, I mean, they're two respectable websites, so to speak. But I don't really know too much about the person. I mean, does this bit here imply that he works for the Telegraph? Not really sure, but yeah, he's somewhat credible, so to speak. Whilst Tom Hardy was expected to be announced as the new Bond in November, this does not seem to be the case due to the you-know-what. Nevertheless, I anticipate the announcement to come out as early as 2021. Also seems likely if No Time to Die gets delayed again. So essentially that's it for the story pretty much. We know the James Bond movie will be delayed, but it is interesting how it's not a scoop, it's not an exclusive, but they're saying that Thomas Hardy is going to be the next James Bond with little to no evidence. I understand how the scooping game works. You got sources, you can't say who said, she said, what story. I get it. But at the end of the day, there is no factual evidence anywhere in the article to suggest that it's true. Now, it could be true, but I honestly do think, I mean, and loads of other websites like the Daily Express, which isn't very credible, it's kind of a joke here in the UK. But yeah, the Tom Hardy, it went everywhere, like Idris Elba. Like, there's been so many fan casts for who is going to be the next 007 that it's becoming a joke. Now, yeah, I mean, look, Henry Cavill, I mean, Man and Uncle, did you see Man and Uncle? Personally, but if he's going to be doing Superman again, which is looking very likely with the Justice League reshoot, and the fact that he's pretty much confirmed in the most recent clip that he is Superman again, and the fact that he's Geralt of Riviera in The Witcher, I don't know if Henry Cavill would have time, but saying that another Superman movie wouldn't come around for at least 2-3 years. So It is interesting, but like I say, I think Tom Hardy's a bit too rough around the edges for what I think James Bond should actually interpretate. I think it should be someone like Tom Hiddleston, so to speak, or Henry Cavill. I think Tom Hardy's a bit too rough around the edges, but Daniel Craig's version isn't exactly posh. But it all depends what the directors wants, the range they're going for, what kind of James Bond are they going for? Are they going to go more for like the posh James Bond or the rough around the edges, so to speak? Now let's have a look at what another website said about this. Tom Hardy cast as new James Bond to replace new Tom Daniel Craig. I find it funny how it says to replace, and let's see. Are they all sourcing the same thing? Yep. Reportedly, the 43 actor was expected to be announced in November, but yeah, it's just retorting and reciting exactly what the original thing says here. Here it says, I heard about this news back in June. At this point, Hardy casting wasn't official, but he had been auditioning and was basically locked in the role. It's similar to how Craig said that he got the role of Bond, and then months later was confirmed. Potentially, I mean, I don't know if this makes it any more factually correct. If it pans out, I know many fans have been. I mean, personally, I think Tom Hardy is a bad cast call for this. Really bad. He's too rough around the edges for me. Now, I've had conversations with people I know in real life who agree with this, and I'm like, nah, should be more like Henry Cavill or Tom Hiddleston or Idris Elba. I would be down with any of them, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens going forward with the world, and how long it will be before we get another James Bond movie. Tom Hardy has been doing some pretty cool stuff recently with Venom 2 set to come out next year, but I've not really seen him in any roles where he's playing a posh person very well, so to speak. I mean, yes, he has been in a lot of movies recently over the last few years, but I honestly don't know if he's got the range to be James Bond, shaken not stirred, and all that kind of good stuff. So let me know what you think down below, guys. Like I said, it's coming from a somewhat credible source who has been right about a lot of things, but has been wrong about things as well. The things with these scoopers is sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. The fact that it's not an exclusive, and he's not saying it's a scoop either, just tells me it's kind of like it could be there, it might not be there. But I don't think this is, he's not baiting you into it, because it just says Tom Hardy cast as 007th James Bond. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below, who do you think should be the next James Bond? Do you even care? Like I said, guys, I will be delivering kind of different content like this, but like I said, guys, Henry Cavill shown the range in Man of U.N.C.L.E., Mission Impossible. He shows that he can be diverse, he can play different roles. I really think Henry Cavill would be the perfect cast. Or Tom Hiddleston. He did that BBC TV show which was where he was a secret spy. It was insane. So either one of them I think would be great for the next James Bond. But Tom Hiddleston has been fan casted just like Tom Hardy. I don't get why the article says that Tom Hardy has been set in stone for such a long time, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of other people have been as well. So let's have a look on the news. If you have a look here, let's just type Tom Hardy and see what it says. Yeah, they're always retorting the same information. You may have just found the next Tom Hardy. Why Tom Hardy as new Bond is too good to be true. Interesting. That's another UK website trying to go in hard, I guess. Yeah, essentially it's just retorting the same information. Yeah, it doesn't really add any context to anything, really. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I will catch you in that next video very soon, and let me know who should James Bond be. So make sure to check us out on Twitter at WarStewG, Instagram, WarStew, twitch.tv/WarStew. That'd be cool if you check us out over there, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.